Good. I scared you. You're scared. Ugh. I'm going to be honest, this song is a certified banger. However, I'm afraid to say I'm going to have to cut it short. Because we got to get started. Ugh. My people, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I missed you. Davy Jones, thank you for the 3!
Stream took too long to start, ended up gooning instead.
To what? You don't answer that. Thank you for the 3. I appreciate you, Davy Jones. Your talent goes unmatched in both being extremely out of pocket and extremely talented at your arts. I love you. Alright. I'm back. Why have I returned so early? Because I gotta go out tonight. I'm doing stuff, you know? Social activities, interacting with other human beings in the real world. Whatever that is, dude. I'm not even sure. It's too early? I know. Everyone wants me to stream at like 2 a.m., dude. That's when my viewers peak. And I don't even think it's because people are European that are watching. They're just degenerates. It's completely different. Anyway, we're gonna work on some really cool stuff today and polish up something I'm very proud of here. This little thing here, you might be like, isn't that just an orange little Covenant invasion thing from Reach? Wrong! Wrong! Wrong. This is the Light of Judgment, okay? It's a pew-pew laser gun that calls down hellfire from above. We are Hive Mind. I wouldn't be surprised. Watch in awe as I summon Big Daddy from the sky. See the Light of Judgment? Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Not bad. It's a work in progress. Don't mind the HUD, alright? I made some changes to it, so even if you were watching yesterday, you may have seen this, but it's a little bit different. Charge it up. It's coming. It's coming. Do Corvettes canonically have a glassing beam? That's a great question. Let's ignore it. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about how cool that looks and not worry about the lore, okay? I am here, and it's too late. It's too late. I've already decided to do the Corvette because it looks cool. Gyarados! Thank you for the 3, dude! I heard you have a license for a poop car. The fuck is it? Why does my hair look like that? Why would you do that, Gyarados? Why would you make my hair look like that? Do I have a license for a poop car? What? No, for a poop limo. Yeah, no, I'm the driver of a poop limo, actually. It's a specialty vehicle. You wouldn't understand. Alright. The poop limo is very exclusive, difficult to drive, can fit many people. Many, many people. Really, thank God again, enjoying wings fucking suck. That's what you said last time. Or no, that was scales. Yes, both scales and feathers. Have fun drawing thousands of them, dude. Oh. Oh. The poop limo. When are we remaking that, Green? We need the poop limo back. Particular Corvette has a glassing beam there. If it's boom, true. It's been retrofitted. They ran out of glassing juice on all the cruisers, so they put it on a Corvette instead. Lore accurate, baby. That's it. It's that easy. Anyway, it looks cool as hell. And if you guys didn't know now, the Light of Judgment is working. Many of you guys are like, oh, this thing was already on the Forge list. That's cool. All right, Vilo, calm down, Vilo. I know you want to do things to the Pelican, but you might be like, wasn't that funny little golden plasma rifle already in Forge? Yes, but it was only in Forge because it was broken. It only worked like half the time, but yesterday we fixed it, improved it, and now it looks like this. It is no longer a plasma rifle, and it will spawn here in the next Huge Grass update inside the Citadel, so you can merrily stroll on in, grab yourself a nice little Light of Judgment, and then obviously the teleporter would be on here, so you'll go and you'll insta teleport. That's the sound it makes, don't worry about it. And so you come over here and you'll come out right here, and then you can see the whole map. Then you'll casually, slowly stroll down and be like, I'm gonna bomb somebody. Then you can just obliterate them. Oh look, there's one right here. You'll have this view, you'll be like, what a beautiful oasis. Gyarados, thank you for the $5! Thank you.
An old lady asked me to check her balance at work, so I pushed her over.
That's so fucking cheesy. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's so cheesy. So I pushed her over. Anyway, I'm looking at the map and I'm like, so beautiful. And you start feeling, you get that itch. You get that United States military itch, and you're like, I'm gonna bomb this serene landscape. So then you charge it up, and you go for it. Answer my question, what'd you ask? Wait, hold on. I'm just admiring this. Pardon me. Pardon me. I just obliterated a particular part of the map, and I'm enjoying basking in the moment. Oh god, it's coming my way! We're good. We're chilling. I need to change the exit effect. Honestly, the exit effect is kind of mid. Even like the charging effect when it like does the whole like ring thing that I added earlier. How do I get ultimate space Halo Reach Forge? I don't know. I don't have an ultimate space mod. I laughed. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny. Make the Scarab Strider with a big turret on the bottom end. No, I don't think I will. David Jones! Dude, thank you for the $5.
I told my wife I look in the mirror and see a sad, old, wrinkly man,
Oh, no.
and I need a compliment.
Oh my
She
God.
said my vision was damn near perfect.
Okay, dude, what the fuck? What are these I hate my wife tier jokes?
Someone suggested joke weapons yesterday. I recommend a shotgun. It does when you fire it, and the projectiles probably got too. Something exploding, methinks.
That's I low-key kind of like that. That's definitely like a stream, like, community inside joke. Norm Macdonald, of course that's Norm Macdonald. That's literally so on brand for him. I love that. I haven't heard that one from him. That's funny. As for the shotgun, I have an idea for that. I record myself going guh, 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 and then I shove all of those into one sound file that randomly chooses a guh, and then it blasts out like 10 at the same time, and then it just guh, like a shot guh. I like it. That's not a bad idea, though. I think only a few people would find it funny here in the stream. But I still want to do it. I like that idea. All right. So let me talk about the Spiegus of Spungus here. I'm going to spawn it in real quick. But before I do, I'm going to make it so it has infinite ammo so I can test it infinitely. So I'm also going to change its charge time to 1 second so that I can spam it, because I don't want to have to wait 4 seconds every time I spam it. Alright, so it's now going to do, according to my calculations here, it's going to have infinite ammo and also 1 second of charge time now. Very good. Very, very good. So here is our Light of Judgment. We should be able to spam it at will. Nice. And you can see, this is the thing I did earlier where these big rings appear, which I think is cool in concept, because it kind of acts like a big targeting laser almost. But I want it to be cooler, to be honest. I think it actually could be a lot more interesting. Yo, David Jones, thank you for another 5. Appreciate it.
I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
Okay.
But if you ask me,
Alright.
I'll tell you I'm straight as an arrow.
Alright.
I refuse to admit I'm gay, because I'm deeply closeted.
That has to be another Norm Macdonald joke. Because I'm deeply closeted. Like your buddy. Okay, I'm gonna. Hold on, let me refresh. I gotta fire this thing like actually next to myself. Thank you for the 5 though. You just ended in a tip. If you tip, you can write longer messages, I think. Okay, well, check this out. What do you guys think? And tell me what you guys think about this little ring thingy that I have going on, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on it. So rings begin to open up in the sky, like a big tube of them, and then they disappear, and then this comes in. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Chatty stole the glassing idea from me and owes me millions. I'm thinking back to Extinction 2.0 on Reach. You made the gun. Didn't I do something else before that? Maybe I did. Maybe I did just steal your idea. I feel like maybe I didn't, but I wouldn't fucking know. You did? Well, then all credit goes to Green, because my tweet is fucking exploding right now. I tweeted out a video of the glassing beam gun, and it's currently at 11K likes, so that's cool. W. Pretty freaking neat, dude. Check stream chat. I will, but I want to talk about the circles. Look at the circles! When I shoot this at the ground right here, it spawns in a series of concentric rings. Going up, and then they disappear. However, that's only the start of what I want. I want this thing, when you start shooting it, to look really cool. With the initial beeps. While the 4 lasers are closing in, increased in speed and pitch as they came together. Doable, actually. Yeah, that's doable. I can make it like a looping sound that goes like boop, 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 boop. I think that's doable. However, I want to make those rings look cooler. So here's what we're going to do. Temporarily. Because I don't want to accidentally spawn in the gigantic Corvette every 5 seconds when I'm testing this. And I want to be able to spam test the effects. I'm actually going to disable it very quickly. So I'm just going to go to the Slip Space Rupture Corvette effect. The thing that actually spawns the Corvette in. And temporarily, okay, temporarily, I'm going to disable all of the Slip Space, Corvette, EMP, all of that. Alright, so now that that's disabled, I can spam this to my heart's content, And we can test out effects without worrying about too much. So now we can spawn in our fancy rings. Now, me personally, I think those are kind of mid. I like the concept, but it's unrefined. You know? Like, if you see these in the sky, you're like, shit, fuck, oh no, please, no! And then it's too late at that point. You just have to run for your life. One with Corvette and Cruiser and Super Carrier. If you were talking about the one that's in my video from a long time ago, I'm afraid that's years old and doesn't work anymore. Updates to the Master Chief Collection broke it, sadly. Actually, all of my old mods from all of my old videos are broken because of Master Chief Collection updates. Good updates that were worthwhile, and it's totally fine. I'm sorry to tell you, Muncha. But, there are really good space mods that are coming out. Imperator Vegetarius is working on a really, really awesome upcoming space mod that looks super cool. And, yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? He basically just did a way better mod than the one I was working on, and I'm very excited to play it, to be honest, because it looks awesome. Now, and speaking of which, I'm pivoting that mod. I've said it a couple times on the stream, but I know I'm pivoting that mod, so it's not going to be similar to what Imperator Vegetarius is working on, where it's like full-on space battles, like EVE Online style, almost. Instead, it's going to be large-scale, full-scale ship combat. So, like, less ships, but they're big with interiors and stuff. That's the goal in the end. It will be quite good yet. Check stream chat. That's right. Sorry, Glitch. I remember yesterday you were basically done with your Falcon textures. Let me see. Stream chat. Ooh. Wait, that's pretty slick, actually. Desert Falcon. It's orange. It's orange. Orange Falcon. That's pretty dope. And then, wait, let me see what you wrote with it. You said desert and snow camos. Wait, there's snow camos here? Ooh, oh, I see. It's like a pale, like, lightish blue. That's pretty cool. Pretty freaking neat. Oh, wait, there's a video with it. Wait, it's the default Falcon. Why is there a video with the default Falcon? Very green. Is this like a forest Falcon? I don't remember the default Falcon being this green. The boob Falcon. It's a desert Falcon, okay? It's juicy. And it's got lights! I love lights. I absolutely love the lights. I wish I could use lights more in Halo 3. They're so expensive. The game just de-renders them. Even after editing all the configs to allow maximum lights, I can still only render like 6 on screen at a time. It's so sad. Alright, now, as much as I do like that Falcon, I think they look really cool. I also think Big Ship Shooty Laser from the sky is also cool. And the best Apple and the best member of Noble Team? That sounds so familiar. Is that from like way, way back? That sounds like years and years ago. That rings a bell from like a really long time ago. I don't know if you had the same name. Didn't you have a different name back then? Wasn't it like Reach related? You're back? You have a completely different name now. How close is Halo 3 Ultimate Force to being finished? It's actually very close. I'm a little bit sidetracked right now because I got kind of burned out working on everything. And since I was already taking so long, I was like, fuck it. To prevent burnout, I'm just going to work on fun and cool stuff. That, by the way, is going to be an Ultimate Forge. All right, everything I'm working on right now is also going to Ultimate Forge. So, I'm going to try and beat the allegations of never finishing mods, even though I finished many mods and they're all up on the Steam Workshop right now. But Ultimate Forge is very close to being finished. And I'm happy to work on Huge Grass, because technically, it is an Ultimate Forge map. Technically. And this also is going to be an Ultimate Forge, which is also awesome. I love this thing. It's so much fancier. All right, so let's work on the rings. So right now, when I fire this, it creates like a tube of rings that go up. But my original idea was that I wanted like a giant ring in the sky to appear, and then a slightly smaller one, and then a slightly smaller one, and they kind of like shrink over time. Problem with that was the timing on it was kind of rough. So I think I'm going to do this kind of a cursed, unoptimized way, which is these rings here. I'm going to delete this ring bottom. I'm going to switch the rings up, and I'm going to actually... I hate that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do them all separately. So there's going to be one ring like per thingy thing. So right now I was doing an emission. I'm going to do a particle starting count of 1, and I'm going to give it a fixed offset, and I'm just going to manually offset all of them, sadly. I don't love that I'm going to do it this way, but it's probably for the best. So I'm going to do particle lifespan. This is going to become a fixed thing. I'm going to make it 5 seconds. We're going to have 5 rings total. They're all going to like slowly get smaller over time. So this is going to be particle size. I'm thinking like 50. This one's going to be really big. It's going to be size 50. We're going to turn off range because I'm simplifying this. It's going to go from scale of 1 to 0.5 scale. So we're going to scale it to about half. So I'm going to spawn this in really quick, and we're going to see what it looks like. So there should be one giant ring here, high up in the air somewhere. Hello? Where's my giant ring? Where is my giant ring? We need this to look as cool as possible. Where's my enormous ring? Show me it. Okay, so it's got particle starting count of 1. Blah, blah, blah. Angles, movements, who cares? Boring. Maybe the interpolants need to be set. Oh, there they are. They spawned in. Wait, are they on like a delay or something? What the fuck is up with that? No. Okay, but that's pretty much what I wanted. Okay, yeah. So big ring appears in the sky. That's cool. I like that. But I wanted to do it all as one particle system and like just line up the math so that it works. But I think that's just going to be too challenging. So I'm going to just make a series of slightly smaller rings that shrink over time. So this one's going to have a lifespan of 4. And it's going to have a default size of 40. And I'm just going to move that down. If we're going to have 5, that's going to be 20 units per. So we're going to do minus 80 for this next one. And then I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm going to keep doing this down the line. If that worked, we're going to see how this looks. So we'll spawn it over here. Not bad, but it doesn't have any fading. It just on and off really quickly. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. I think it might just be too emissive. It might be the particle itself, to be honest. I'm going to quickly make the particle less bright. How strong is the balding beam? It's strong enough to bald not only all of your hair, but also your skin, your flesh, and your bones, if you can believe it. Very powerful balding beam. Okay, that looks ugly, and I hate it. Maybe if I can edit the alpha here, it'll look better. I feel like it shouldn't matter if it's in one or the other, but who knows. Do not be working. Maybe if the intensity's at 1? Nope, didn't seem to make a difference there. Nay. Okay, so I think particle alpha is not going to work because I have it set to additive, so I'm going to go ahead and alpha blend it. I don't know if it'll work now, though. It might just turn into a giant square in the sky. Yeah, that's not working. Let's do opaque. I lied. We're going to do add source times source alpha. Where's my funny ring? All right, we're going to do let's diffuse plus billboard alpha. This thing doesn't have an alpha channel, which is kind of a problem. What is this? Halo effect, shockwave. Does this have an alpha map? I just gotta get like a cool ring texture. Oh no, doesn't have an alpha map. None of these have alpha maps, dude. I'm freaking out. I might have to make my own here. Didn't we do this stream? We did yesterday, but I'm not done with it. I feel like it could be way cooler and do way more interesting stuff. DMs, don't say what I sent you out loud. I'm scared. I'm terrified. What did you send me? Okay. That's pretty cool. Shout out Demon of Song. You guys don't know what I'm shouting him out for, but shout out Demon of Song. Alright, for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the energy, and then I want plasma... Not burst, what is it called? It's plasma ring right here. This one's like the only one that's going to work. What the fuck is it? Diffuse... Wait, palletized plus billboard alpha? And then add source times source alpha. Maybe that'll... Halo particles confuse me. Okay, that was a no-go. Add source times... Didn't I just do that? Times... Use destination alpha? Give me my funny ring back. Diffuse plus sprite alpha. I want my fucking ring back! Wait, maybe I can just do black point. Let's go back to this. It's dead. It's fucking dead. Okay, I may have actually broken it on accident. What? God, man. My Twitter is detonating right now. Hit tweet, man. Oh my god, there's so many. Jesus! Yeah, that's... Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Cosplay June? Do I look like June? June would be a dope-ass cosplay, I'm not gonna lie. I would be so happy to wear June's armor. That would be sick as hell. I don't know if I could pull it off, though. Diffuse plus Sprite Alpha. And it's on additive now. Where did my funny rings go? June is bald. No, he's shaved. Alright, he's not bald, he has a shaved head. Hi, hello. I would like my funny ring back, please. Yes, that's right. I would like the thing to appear now. This was just working. How did I break it? PJ Peppy, good to see you. Thank you for the two.
This on my Samsung Smart Fridge Tomato.
What? What? My Samsung Smart Fridge is funny, but tomato. What is maximum? What does that look like? Dude, where the fuck? Where's my silly ring? I can't sit here wondering. I'm tweaking. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm going to my own stream. This is my own stream. We're back in time on it. Where's my plasma ring? When it was working. Go back. Scroll up. See, look. It's visible. Go back. Further. Enhance. Amplify. Zoom in. Okay, open the particle. It was diffuse plus billboard. That's what I had. Diffuse plus billboard alpha. With intensity effects alpha. That's guys, that's what I have on right now. Diffuse plus billboard alpha, additive. Why isn't it working? This is literally it. That I will now shoot a laser. There is no ring appearing. What the fuck? Switching it out. Okay, that appears. Now make my funny ring perpendicular appear. Ah! How many are supposed to appear? Particle starting count 1,000. Yep, I'm looking and there's approximately 0! What's happening? Halo 3, I didn't get the other day and played around. It's fun how easy it is to turn a map into chaos. It is. I wish everybody would just, like, try it out. It's so fucking awesome. Okay, what is going on here? We have diffuse. What if I just do diffuse only on additive? Dude, what? I'm just restarting the editing kit. I think it just broke. I honestly don't even know. I'm doing everything right. I think it's just one of those moments where Halo just shitted the bed. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. Everything's going wrong. Restart it all. Because you know the level streaming in and out and how the assets are layered out in the cutscenes. Yeah, it's really interesting. It is actually cool as fuck. When will this be released? Well, this mod, minus the glassing beam and the bomb, is already out. Actually, that's not true. The glassing beam is in, it's just not as cool. And it's kind of buggy. I fixed all the bugs with it, and now it's way cooler. And the new gigantic Covenant bomb, the upgraded effects for it. Basically, this whole mod is out, minus this being way better and the fancier Covenant bomb. It's already on the Steam Workshop called Huge Grass. Okay, no, I actually broke it, though. But, like, it's actually, but, like, for real on God, no cap, it's actually... Dude, I'm so mad. Why is it... What did I do? I don't even think I did anything. You know what? I didn't do anything to deserve this. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Energy's at 0. No, it's firing. It just says it's at 0. Palletized, add source times alpha. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do palletize and add source times alpha. Oh, look at that. It still didn't work! I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. Right, I'm gonna delete this. I'm just, like, mad at that stupid effect. I'm stealing a new one away. Alright, we're gonna spawn this in now. Oh, look, there they are. I got a working one in the sky, but we're gonna, instead of perpendicular, we're gonna do horizontal. There they are, look at that. Beautiful. Big, glowy, plasma-y rings. I have no idea what's different or why it works better now, but it does. So I'm gonna try swapping it over to what we had before, which I preferred these. They're the Halo Effect Ring. Like, would the shockwave be better? The shockwave actually might be better. Shockwave might be better. Ooh, fancy. But we need this. So it's going to turn into a giant square now. Yeah. But then what we need to do is set the blend mode from add source, time source alpha, to just additive. And then palletized plus sprite alpha to diffuse plus billboard alpha. And now we got some big ol' rings. Look at that. I think I prefer this ring, honestly. It looks cooler. Baldness. I've never been bald, dude. I've never... Oh, right. Actually, I didn't even want to do that. Okay, I wanted to switch it up. Because what I did want to do was to set this back to palletized, and then I wanted to set this to add source times source alpha. And then that gives us a big square, but it's only a square because we don't have an alpha map. And we're going to make that right now, so we're going to get a brand new texture for this. Actually, wait. We could make our own completely custom from the ground up texture for this. I'm going to screenshot this texture with compression because I'm insane. But, you know, not everybody can be as crazy as I am. And let me tell you, I'm a rather crazy guy. I'm pixel peeping. Oh, I'm opening my eyes so wide. I did it. We're gonna get a 512 by 512 selection here. Perfection. I love it. Laffy, thank you for the 2! We're gonna turn that into a custom texture real quick.
Shotgun looked over at Green Knight.
Yep.
Warthog half sunk in the map.
Yeah.
Gah, he muttered.
Gah.
Green Knight just nodded, tagging another BSP. Gah. Silence. Then the game crashed. Again. They groaned in harmony, true modders till the end.
If there's one thing that modders have in common, especially with Halo, let me tell you, it's suffering and pain. But in like a really fun, wacky, quirky way, you know, we're not actually in immense, unfathomable psychic pain at any given time. It's just a prank. It's a silly little joke. I've never felt that way before. Crow Crowther! 15 months! What is good, my gamers? Good. Welcome back. 15 months is a crazy long time. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I am currently exporting a texture that's called Ring 1 Alpha. I am attempting a little wee Photoshop here. I put this on, I gave this an alpha map, so we're gonna run this. It's gonna go tool, bitmaps, objects, weapons, target laser, / bitmaps. Never mind. Oh, right, it needs to be support high. There we go. So now we got that texture in, so we're gonna use that as our particle because it has an actual word. It has a word that I was gonna use for it. It's got an alpha mask built into it, so theoretically, fuck! I meant for that to happen. Ew, it imported so crusty. What the fuck? Gross. Alpha channel stores transparency. Re-import. Fuck! Please work. Hello, yes, I would like you to work. Palletized plus billboard alpha? Fuck! Oh, wait. Yeah! W. Laffy! Thank you for 14 months, dude! Appreciate it. Getting my car ceramic tinted Monday? What? It's gonna be sick as fuck. And I need that. My car doesn't have tint on it, so it's like painful as fuck, especially this time of year. I could really use the window tint. Okay, as much as I like that I did get this in fact working, it's also quite ugly. It's also quite ugly. And it's kind of horrible, to be honest. That's a terrible texture. I don't like it. The old way wasn't bad, necessarily. But also this texture's kind of doo-doo butt ass. Hate to say it. But it's true. Well, whatever. I'm just going to keep adding rings until maybe it looks cooler. That'll probably be fine. Let's not think too deeply on it and just go and do it. There's that. Particle size. 30. And then the offset's good. And then we just need to do the lifespan of 3 seconds. And then we'll duplicate another one and go rings 4. Oh wait, rings 1. 2, 2, 3, 3. Rings 4. 3, 3. 2, 2. And then we'll bring this down to minus 40. And then we do more things that I'm going to remember shortly. I've had so much coffee today. I love being me. Alright, that's probably good. Let's give it a go. A little whirl. I kind of like it, but I think maybe the particles should have a way better texture than that. Also, that is enormous and extremely obvious on the map. I think maybe they'd be better if they were smaller. Hey, if that pop-up could get off my screen, please. How do I turn off hints? Whatever. Okay, we got 1 big ring, 2 big ring, 3 big ring, 4 big ring, all sequential, all fading out at the same time. I think maybe their scale should have like a line that kind of goes like shoo. Like they're really big and then they come in really quickly and they kind of, because the linear scaling is really boring looking. It's extremely uninteresting visually. I'm gonna try switching up the particle scale to be more. I'm gonna do a spline like this. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! That's pretty good. Give that a go. It's just kind of like a little bit below 45-degree angle. It's a pretty easy graph to mimic. I'm not going to bother like copying and pasting it. I'm just going to manually go in and adjust the scale on all these. Should be pretty easy. It's just kind of a scale like that. Do that. And it just jumps down and then falls off. My phone is blowing up, dude. The tweet is just popping off. All because of the stolen goods from Green Knight. Alright, let's see how this looks. This should look more visually interesting. Ooh, it does! Don't worry about it, Mr. Green. Green Knights. Do not worry about it. Darksteel, thank you for the 3, dude!
You should check hashtag stream chat. I have posted a very valid, solid, airproof and tight argument on why Halo 4 is the best Halo of all time ever.
Okay.
Yes, I am including you, Spartan Strike.
I mean, valid. That it is. Should be included. Adam, thank you for the 2!
I'm back. Those rings make me think of how Godzilla Singular Point's atomic breath has those halos around the beam.
Yup. That was part of the inspiration. I will check stream chat in 1 second. Sorry. I just want to put these numbers in. It's 1 second, right? And then I have it at minus... Oh, it's minus 40 to minus 20. Okay, I think that's correct. Let me test this out. Not bad. Not bad. It works, but there's something about it I don't like. Let me check stream chat real quick, though. Let's see your extremely valid, super correct point. What is this? Is this copyrighted music? Chonky ass Elite dude. Bros, clomp, 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 clomp. Clomp, 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 clomp Ah, yes, you're right. Halo 4 is, in fact, the best Halo game. How could I have missed it? Also, the binoculars, bro. The fucking over-designed binoculars. God damn it, man. I know such a dead thing to say. Like, this game is old as fuck now, but God, I hate the art style. Somebody's gonna look at that and go, it's the best engine. Yeah, I think the rings are cool, though. I think they need a better texture, though. The big faded texture is kind of mid. That's the best engine. Doubt. I have an idea. It's gonna make this look way cooler, okay? Rings 1, perfectly fine. It goes from 1 to 0.5, which is right here. We're gonna have to, like, overcorrect for that. I go like that, alright? My idea is this. All of the rings are gonna be at the scale of 50, but they're just gonna shrink down even more than they were before. And I think I can pull this off. Hear me out, alright? I think this will look way more interesting as if they're all the same thing, rather, because right now they start smaller, but if I make them all start at the same gigantic size, but then end at a smaller point, we should get something pretty good here. I'm just gonna try this on all of them. I have a good feeling about this. My brain told me, I asked my brain, I said, what makes you happy? And it said this. So we're gonna see here. Alright, we only have 2 more to do. So all we're doing is making them start really big and then accelerate very quickly to being much smaller. One more. Okay, this should be good. Let me double check. I think the last one I may have forgotten to set the scale correctly. Oh, I also didn't name this one right. Double checking. Yeah, I missed it. Let me check the one before this. I may have also forgotten on that one. I think the other ones are good, though. Okay, these are good. So let's see how this looks. So all the rings now on this effect are going to start much bigger, which should look cooler. I really couldn't even tell. That last one is absolutely fucked, and I broke it. Boom. Okay, let's try that one more time. Oh my god! It's so fast. Okay, maybe I only need 4 of them. Maybe the 5th one was a bit much, to be honest. TBH. I'm gonna TBH, honestly, that was a bit much. I think the 4 of them look pretty cool together. And then if it has a better texture, plus maybe like a big beam going through the middle, kind of sick. We could see some good stuff here. Okay, sorry, I wasn't reading chat the most. I would go faster, but loop a few times. I don't know if it would look good looping, to be honest, but I do think it needs some like stuff in between the rings, and I think the rings themselves kind of have a bad texture at the moment. So I want to try improving the texture a bit here. Yeah, right now it's using my custom ring, which looks horrible, and I hate it, and it's disgusting. So we're gonna swap that out for another existing ring texture that I was using earlier, but couldn't with this particle type because I had to export it and blah 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 and things and stuff and texture design reasons. So we need to go to cinematic. I think the one I liked the most was the halo effect ring. It was kind of a thin ring. I did not mean to do that. It was kind of a thin ring, yeah, like this. I like this. Me personally, I like that. Kind of plasma-y, but like thin enough that it looks like it could be like a calculating part of like a strike type thing going on. So using my massive brain. You might be like, are you going to export that from the game? Yes and no. And by that, I mean I'm literally just going to screenshot it with my snipping tool. God damn it, I gotta zoom in here. Enhance. Okay, I think I got it. It's 512 by 512. Flawless, dude. Flawless execution. All right. We're gonna dump that into Photoshop real quick. Here we have it. We're literally just gonna copy this, make an alpha channel, paste it in there, and we're good to go. I'm gonna export this into the game real quick. Under my bitmaps folder, ring to alpha. All right, the deed is done. Now we simply put it in the game and choose it as our bitmap. Ring to alpha, there we go, paste. Let's see how it works. What the fuck? I like it more. I do like it more. Let me check something. Everything looks good. I'm gonna change the intensity to like 10 though, so it's like a lot easier to see. Okay, too blue. Let's make it a little bit darker, a little bit. Wow, that's so blue. Maybe like that. Okay, that's why is that looking green? What the fuck? That's okay. Wait, why am I doing that? I can literally just do a color palette for it. Hold up. I'm using the color white as the palette, but instead I could go shaders. What would it be? Beam options, beam templates. Now, where is it? I need like the gradients. Stream disliked mods. Send him to the penis explosion chamber. Thank you. Why does he get to go? I don't have a penis. Not anymore. My window open and it was like 1,000,000 degrees outside. Alright, that's so much better. I'm looking for bitmaps. Tags, FX, bitmaps, no. What is it under? Where is it? Contrails? It might be contrails. Yeah, contrails, gradients. No, I think I need particles, gradients. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is what I was after. And then I want energy pulse. There's no, oh, there it is, energy pulse blue, and then we'll set this back to white. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, fancy. I love these gradient overlays. The way that they map to the different hues is really nice. Though, I'm thinking the alpha is a bit too low on this, frankly. Even if I turned the intensity up really high. Okay, that does look kind of sick. It's just like, I don't know, it's okay. Is new Halo Wars Scarab going to be the mod? It will be an Ultimate Forge. If it comes to Huge Grass, it'll be in an update. Because it's almost done, but it's not quite done. Okay, that's kind of sick. I fuck with it heavily. And then I feel like a beam should like go up or something after that. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the locking, and then there should be like a thing where it's like locked and it like fires up. Boom! Right there. Like right as it fades out. We need a new reticle? Yeah, we do desperately need a new reticle. I want something that's kind of like big and impressive and maybe has like some gadgets and stuff on screen, something like that. I was kind of brainstorming it a bit earlier. Got some ideas for it, but nothing concrete yet. You know, I think on the last one, just because it goes so much smaller, I am actually going to make it the only one that is slightly smaller when it spawns in, so it doesn't have such a harsh shrinking effect. That feels more natural. I like that. And boom, target locked. Maybe I could have like a projectile just like whoosh, fire straight into the air. What does a human target locator look like? I mean, it's in reach. It's like a little green, tiny screen handheld thing, and you just kind of pew, you know, pew, pew. Hold it down, a little red light goes pew, 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 pew. That's it. Adam, thanks for the 2!
Send him to the penis explosion chamber now, bro. I have a better idea. Check DMs.
Sus, but okay, checking. What is this? Can I watch this? Is this offensive?
And as for my American friend, the CIA thinks it can infiltrate the mountain of Dr. Crot.
I don't know if I can watch this.
You slant-eyed yellow.
Whoa, dude! Why are you sending me some shit that's whoa, bro? Yeah. Maybe don't send me shit that's got, like, offensive slurs in it, dude. What the fuck? Bro. Even if it's an old movie. Bro. What the fuck, man? Don't send me that shit. For the locator lock-on, you could use the Forerunner flare. You stopped it before the funny line? Yeah, because he was being racist as fuck. He was saying slurs, bro. What the fuck? Don't send me shit that got content in it like that. $20.25 on YouTube. They're gonna ban my ass if I try to watch a clip like that. Like, yeah, it's a funny old movie, but like, bro, there's rules. I like how the rings look, but I think the alpha map on it's kind of ass. They're just, I mean, it's not bad. No, I think it's okay. It's alright. So, boom. Okay, so I'm debating, do I shoot a projectile straight up? Or do I just, like, have a giant beam? No, I think I'll do, like, an instant beam pulse. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this. Where at... Because the Corvette and the rupture occurs after 4 seconds. So... what I'll do then is I will duplicate this. We'll delay this to 3.5 seconds. Maybe I can make it the Corvette spawn in like a second later. So we'll do delay 4, duration 1, and then I'm going to swap it for the muzzle flash long soft, and I'm going to make it just really big, like just fucking huge. I have a 1 second lifespan. Basically just going to have a single point right here. And then the particle scale is going to be like... I don't even know if this will be enough. We'll see, though. We'll do that. Alright, so let's give it a shot. Okay, it spawned sideways. It's not ideal, necessarily. Let's take these rotation values off. Make it spawn at 0. And hopefully it'll spawn straight up now. Let's see. Oh, nice. That's cool. It just needs to be, like, way bigger. Also, it might actually need to be translationally offset. Let me try, like, 25. Or no, wait, minus 20. For some reason, it's negative value. Probably because it's using the up marker. Let me see if that spawns it on the ground or up in the air. Okay, I think that spawned it up in the air. So it does need to be at 0. And then the actual scale of the particle just needs to be absolutely enormous. I'm going to do like 250 as the particle size. And then we'll have it go like starting from like half size or like a quarter size, going all the way up to 1 like very quickly, like that. Then that mixed with the fade effect should look pretty cool. Wow. Oh, that's slick. That's cool. And then slip space rupture comes in. Fuck yeah, dude. And that'll give me 1 extra second that I'll add. For the rupture, instead of being at 4 seconds, it'll be at 5 seconds. The closing will be at 8.65. The Corvette will be at 5.5. The EMP will also be at 5.5. And then, so I think everything else is pretty good. I'm gonna re-enable everything real quick. We'll see how it all looks together. Let's give it a shot. We'll spawn it like over there. The only downside to this cool effect is that it does give people some warning if they're looking in the sky. That's the only real downside here. But if you're on the ground, there's really not much for you to do. You're getting target located and you're cooked. The map unloader 9000. To be honest, the only thing that this really needs to optimize is the projectiles coming out. I may end up switching to like a direct beam effect rather than having the particles spam, because that does de-render sometimes. Not anything crazy, but it does, like, it's just spamming contrails and particles really hard. Mostly the contrails despawn, which looks kind of weird, and that's like the main effect of it. So having the contrails despawn is kind of lame. Oh, the gun look right with a white exterior? I think white with blue lights would look cool. That could look pretty cool. I could make it kind of a pearlescent almost. Oh no, I put it out of the map. Now it has to do a strafe run twice. Don't spawn it out of the map like I did. Otherwise it'll get delayed for some reason. I mean, I know why, but fixing it's annoying. And there it goes. Am I gonna be Covey Purple? I had it as Covey Purple, but I tried to give it like that gold color that the original target laser type weapon had. I think it looks kind of meaner when it's kind of yellowish. Maybe the Ultra colors. Ultra could be cool. We can try it. I have all the colors saved, and I do like messing with the shaders to see what it looks like. Let's see. Got multiplayer, blah blah, shaders. So we need the shell here. Gel here. Alright, I'm just gonna put this main color, this color, and then this color. So there's our colors saved. For pearlescent, it would be like gray like that. I think the trouble is this thing actually does have color in it, and I would have to grayscale it. I could do a grayscale version of it for this. Adam, thanks for the 2! Appreciate it.
Check DMs once more. I fixed it for your safety, Mr. Content Creator lol.
I appreciate it. Hold on, I'm gonna edit this texture really quick and make a version of this that has a transparent, or a grayscale version, basically. So, put this into here. So here's our texture. I'm not gonna worry about the transparency right now or making it seem any better. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a black and white filter over it. That might make it too dark, but we'll see. Power module, ray, diffuse. We'll import into the game. Tool, bitmaps, objects, weapons, multiplayer, cov, power module, bitmaps. Alright, there we go. So now we have the gray version. I could try swapping out the texture now. Okay, so now that it's grayscale... Honestly, the reflections are just so powerful that you can't even tell. I think I would have to brighten the shit out of it. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, now it's got like a white base coat. That's pretty strong. And then for Ultra, Ultra has kind of like a purplish blue reflection, right? Or no, it's kind of green. It's like a... It's really pearlescent, so that would be what, like greenish? Like a bluish? What does it look like? I'd have to look it up. It's not quite this. That's too green. And the, where is it? Specular's curve steepness. I want to set it like 0.5. Oh god. Wait, 0.1. Never mind. 0.25 it is. Let me look it up. Halo, what would it be like? Halo 5 Ultra Ghost. What does Ultra look like? So Ultra has... Doesn't really have any particular reflections. It's just kind of white. I guess there's like a subtle green tint over the edges. So it's like, it's kind of like almost like slightly yellow in color. Like very slightly. And then the off-colored reflection has like a subtle green hue to it. Kind of like that. That's a little bit too much green. Let me change the Fresnel curve steepness to like 0.4. 0.1? Is that gonna make it better? No. 1. That's kind of like... Kind of looks like it. There's a big invisible barrier around the skin. Around the skin? Huh? Am I missing something? Yeah, the green's a bit much, to be honest. I think it should probably be a little bit more blue anyway. Like turquoise. That's kind of ultra. What do you guys think? Is it kind of ultra-esque? More blue. And I'm looking at the picture of the Ultra. Yep. It's kind of weird because the Ultra Ghost... Where is it? Oh my god, ads everywhere. Yeah, Ghost Ultra is just like... It has like a very subtle like greenish tint around the edges and everything else is just kind of a white reflection. Oh, you guys can't even see. It looks like this. This is Halo 5, the Ultra Ghost. As you can see, it's just kind of a white... And then if you look at the edges, that could even just be the map lighting. It's basically just like a silver, essentially. Doesn't understand how to do a metallic white, it ends up looking scuffed. Yeah, I mean, it's challenging to do, especially with like a setup like this. I could adjust certain things, like Fresnel curve steepness at 1. I'm going to change to like 0.5 for 1. That'll affect the colors a little bit. And then as far as the actual area specular contribution, I might be able to change some stuff to make it look a little more metallic. That just made it shinier, to be honest. Sorry, I was doing something. I'm not particularly sure. Oh, the albedo specular tint blend could help a little, but anyway, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. The ultra color is kind of okay. Why is it so green? Is it because I'm mixing a little bit of yellow in there? It's so slightly green. What the fuck is up with that? Ooh, that's kind of slick. I fuck with it. Do like an ever so slight edge blue. It's like a teensy bit of yellow in there. And they kind of mix to make a green almost. That definitely adds like a pearlescent vibe to it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I even want to do the Ultra look for it. It's kind of plain. I always associate the Ultra with like untextured Halo Infinite weapons. You know how all of like the weapon variants are all just white? I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but I always felt like it wasn't. The red orange the Revenant is. I mean, that's what we had before a minute ago. It's not bad. It just doesn't really feel like a big, scary gun, you know? We could try, like, just make it yellow. Yellow? I mean, we could do, oh, we could do some good stuff with it. Da-da-da. Yeah, I think Ultra was cool. I've never done anything in Ultra color, and it was kind of fun to mess with, but I think I'm just going to go back to what it was. I think the red was nicer. That just feels scary. One thing I am going to try really quickly, though, is changing the glow color to be the diffused gray one. I'm going to see if I can effectively change the color of the glowy bits. If I set it to red instead of cyan. Oh, it actually works pretty... Nah. Oh, there we go. Now I can actually change the color of it because I have a grayscale version. I could give it red colors. It's banished! Sorry, I had to. Give it like a pale red could be kind of cool. Maybe like a green. Although the blue kind of makes sense for it just being like a Covey weapon. If I made it all red, and then it fired like a blue laser, it'd be kind of weird, you know? Maybe I could change it. Early stream? Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop out early as well. I'm gonna be heading out tonight. I would have to like recolor these beams to be red, and then it'd be kind of weird that like it fires like a big blue. Maybe I'll keep it blue. I could try making it green, I suppose, like a kind of... Ooh, what about that magenta color? I kind of wanted to do it magenta. This just feels like a fuel rod cannon, so I don't want to do that. But I think like a magenta could be cool. Not quite, like more purple than that. Kind of like the AA cannon purple, like a reddish, a pinkish. What color is the AA cannon's stuff? It's like a pale pink. So like less saturated, more purple, and lighter. No, more purple, and less pale. I gotta go to like deep into the purple here, like that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like the purple on it. The heretic colors. Yeah, I mean that's technically got like heretic colors, and then like the big part on top's kind of like a bluish. Kind of makes sense for it to be this color if you think about it. Not bad. I kind of like it. And then if I change the blue bits on top to be kind of that purple color, I think it'll be cool. We'll give that a shot. Go to our energy shader here. Change all of our colors. So right now it's like a dark purple to a light blue. I'm gonna make that like a purplish, like a deep saturated purple. That one's already purple. And then this one, like a light cyan. I'll make it like a light purple to a dark purple, like that. See how that looks. Ooh. I kind of like that. Although I think it's a little too saturated. I think I gotta desaturate it a bit, but I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Should I switch it back to blue? Let me at least toy with the purple colors real quick, because it's a bit much. No, it wasn't that one. This one was fine, actually. Maybe it was the mid color. No, it's probably the light color that was too saturated. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. I think purple, yes or no? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And then I guess I should probably change the base map to the gray one. Oh, that kind of made that disappear. Oh, there's glass. There's more light purple. Yeah, I'm using the Reach inspired effect. I just made my own. I made the beam red because it was kind of red in Reach. I kind of like this. It's pretty cool. Feels like the AA cannon almost, but a bit more orange. Make it work for elites? Yeah, it already works for elites. Nice, dude. Nice. As much as I love that effect, it is very, very unoptimized. Yeah, no, I hear you, Brian. A lot of mods don't work for elites. How many shots do you get? This is just one. It's a one and done. Right now I have it as unlimited with like a really short charge time so that I can test it quickly. Gotta be more than one to be worth it. I think one is a lot. This thing obliterates and is like an entire map event. Like, if you point it at any point on the map, it's cooked. Although, it gives people a lot of time to react, which is kind of a downside. I could speed up the whole effect. Maybe I should speed up the whole effect. Because the problem is, right now, as cool as it looks, it gives people a lot of time to react. Adam, thanks for the 2, dude!
That purple plus maybe making the shell standard Covenant purple would make a great model for a Locust gun. Realistic equivalent of a Scarab gun, lol.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I do like this model a lot. Most people, I would argue, probably don't recognize it all that much. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I'm super fucked. One is... yeah, I think one's enough. I might speed up the time it takes for the wind-up with this starting effect here, because if I fire this down here... if anybody notices this, they are already flying the opposite direction. Actually... never mind, because I just remembered. I almost forgot. That is actually perfect, because it's not obvious through the testing I've been doing, but this EMPs everything. Firing this stalls out every fucking vehicle within a very large radius. Do I know what Deltarune is? Of course. I loved Undertale. I played the fuck out of Undertale. Played all 3 routes. I haven't played Deltarune, though. I haven't played any of them, actually. I'd like to at some point, but, you know, back when Undertale came out, I loved that game, dude. I still love that game. I haven't replayed it since I did the first 3 routes when it came out, but really, really enjoyed it. Top-tier game. Most people who haven't played it probably don't want to, because the fandom is, like, rabid, but great game. Do more than one, but an obscenely long recharge time. That's the trick. You get one shot, but it respawns every 3 minutes. So if you go back, you can get it again. Big Wayne. And that gives people more chances to use it. And then you don't have the entire map getting spammed with it all the time. It's like an every once in a while thing, like the longsword nuke. Probably even less than the longsword nuke, to be fair. Boom, everything's EMP'd. I should probably also make the EMP effect, now that I think about it, also take down people's shields within a radius. Can you attack the cruiser? No, you cannot. But you can collide with it. I think it has full collision if I'd have to double check that I set it up right, but it does have full collision. All right, the slip space EMP should only hurts shields and will do 250 shield damage. So when that thing comes out, hopefully I should lose my shields. It also EMPs vehicle, so it's like a massive AoE that stuns. I cannot change the EMP duration. That is sadly like a per vehicle setting. Each vehicle has a EMP setting. Why is it shooting straight forward over to there? Nice. Okay, my shields got obliterated by that thing. Yeah, I think it was like where I was standing wouldn't let me fire down. Oh no! It did the thing it does. Adam sent a DM? Oh yeah, I gotta check some DMs. Alright, let me...
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No!
Take him to Detroit. Pretty good. Pretty good. I need a better sound and a better exiting effect than that. How does the beam not destroy a Scarab? It buckles it. Scarabs can only be destroyed when the core is destroyed, though. So if I fire it directly at the Scarab, it should buckle it. Oh yeah, that Scarab just got absolutely annihilated. Stunned the hell out of it. The Scarab basically could not avoid this. So if you needed like a one and done to take out a Scarab at your base, this would be the way to do it. 100%. Also, if you're in like the back of a Pelican or something, you can fire this and trigger it. Like, so you're like, quick, pick me up at the Citadel or at the Cartographer. I teleported over. I have the Light of Judgment. You can get the back of a Pelican, and while you're flying, you see a Scarab that's about to take you out. You can just be like, locked on, and summon Hellfire. And mind you, this, I can't stress this enough. It doesn't damage the core. Surprisingly, no. You can't really damage the Scarab core without like a very particular type of damage. I don't know. It's weird. The way that Scarab core damage is done is weird. You have to get like a direct line of sight with it. Same thing happens to the Lich core. It's very, very odd. I think it should insta-kill a Scarab, realistically, but it just doesn't due to quirkiness of the engine. Here, I'm going to fly my Pelican down over here. And we will watch as this thing gets absolutely EMP'd out of existence. Like, if there's a bunch of vehicles flying around or anybody's around the base, they could realistically get EMP'd, crash into a wall, and die instantly. Boom. Pelican's EMP'd. Whoever's piloting that is falling out of the sky real quick. And then anyone caught in the actual radius is cooked. So this is actually huge, because not only does the beam do a shit ton of damage. You are stunning everybody and reducing the shields of everybody. In fact, the Seraph has a lot of shields, so I'm going to do 2,500 shield damage overall. So if I have a Seraph, or even a Mega Mantis over here, which also has shields. Let me fly a Seraph out of the hangar. I'm going to put it next to the Mega Mantis so we can watch. This will completely drain both of their shields. So Mega Mantis gets insta-drain shields, which reduces its health pool by about half. The Seraph is also about half its HP as rechargeable shields. So any vehicles like this... Did I not refresh the map? Why is the Mega Mantis dead? God damn it. Anything that has rechargeable shields like these two vehicles in particular, are pretty fucked. How rare is the Mac Cannon can disable laser before it shoots? Well, there's no Mac Cannons on this map. Alright, we're out of the Seraph. I do need myself a Light of Judgment down here. Spamming these things around. Alright, let's summon it over here. It's not even going to hit us. And just watch the shields get annihilated. It didn't even hit me. What the hell? What was the radius on? I gotta check the EMP radius. It's 500. I'm gonna do like 1,000 units because it does kind of spawn far away. It EMPs in the category is high explosive, but it only hurts you. Ow, ow, ow! That only does shield damage from a distance, but if you get anywhere near it, you do die. Here's a Mega Mantis gameplay. I haven't seen gameplay. Sure, I'll drive it in 1 sec. I'm gonna try spawning this again and see if the increased range helps. That straight up didn't damage me. That does, though. Holy fuck. Ooh, wait, I just realized. There's something I want to do to the particles. When the beam hits and steam is like exploding out in all directions... I'll drive the Mega Mantis in 1 second. I'm going to show you again, actually. Notice this. Pause. At any frame here. This is a small detail, but notice that harsh line right there. I scaled up these particles to be very, very large, right? So the steam and melting whatever is expanding out. I really don't like harsh edges like that, and they're not even supposed to be harsh, but the particles are so big that what's called the soft fade range, aka the distance from which those fade into the ground, is very, very small compared to the new scale of it. So I am going to fix that real quick. So it should, might need a custom projectile. So we're gonna check this out. So this is the crate object that's attached to the Corvette. This is what actually fires the beam. So if we go to the firing effect here for the beam, and then we go into, we can do EMP twice, one for the Corvette entry and the other one it leaves. I could, but it would just be kind of annoying, to be honest. That wouldn't really, like, that would just suck. Like, you get EMP'd once, you're like, okay, but if you get EMP'd a second time, like 5 or 10 seconds later, that's just annoying. That's not fun anymore. All right, so we're gonna go to the glassing beam projectile here. And we want to check out the impact effect here, beam impact. These tags are spread over like 4 folders, dude. This is gonna be a nightmare to release. So it has all this sound effects playing and stuff. A lot of steam. I think, is this it? Steam, soft, fast? Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, okay, so this is the steam particle that's like all over the place. So what I want to do basically is take this particle here. Damn, Modded Gamer! 25 bucks! Thank you so much, dude!
Bald, bald, bald. Bald, bald. Bald, 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 bald.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, let me translate that for you. What's up, gamers? You're gonna love this. Trust me.
God damn it.
We are here today with Bald Man ordering a precision strike from a Gyrolani cruiser to stop the Red Scarab.
The Red Scare? Alright, there's so many things wrong with that. First, they're called brutes, not Gyrolani's. Alright, I think we can... It's only day 5,000 of me reminding you of that. I think we're good there. I'm not bald, obviously. You can see the hair on my head, unless you're blind, which I'm starting to believe might be the case. And it's not a red scarab, it's a purple scarab, okay? Some fact check bot ass message, but thank you very much for the 25. I appreciate you very much for that. Thank you. All right, new particle time. Soft, steam, fast. Steamy, very steamy. Now the problem that I have with this is that there's something here called the depth fade range. And I need this to be like 10 units because holy shit, it does not do any depth fading at all. So we're gonna summon another one in. Let's see if the smoke doesn't have a harsh clipping line anymore. It does not, but you know what does is this big steam. It has a really, really harsh fade line. Or lack of fade line, I guess. So we're gonna fix that one as well, which should be pod steam here, which is under that. So we're gonna yoink pod steam.particle. Gonna go to the Corvette here. FX particles. We're gonna do pod steam. And this one is also enormous, which means that the soft fade range is going to have to be also very large, probably like 10 units. That might be a bit much, but we'll see. I'm very much enjoying this like cool ring light thingy that it does now. Oh, much smoother, so much nicer. Honestly, I could probably reduce it even a little bit. Oh! Dude, Hunter, I see you! I'm looking at you! Oh, and Scaboodle, you DM'd, okay. I knew you'd ignore me when I came to support you. Sigh. Ugh. I'm working on particles! Fucking love particles! There we go. Yeah. 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 Scaboodle. The Jackrabbit? Wait, it's real. Scaboodle's Jackrabbit in Halo 4 in his fucking goated ass Halo Wars mod. Modded Gamer! Thank you for the 69. Nice.
I'm sorry your baldness could not comprehend
I'm not
the
bald.
words I was saying.
I'm still
which
not
is
bald.
Weird cause you should have better reception. That
What?
and I ran out of characters. What I meant was Red Team's Scarab,
Well, you should have
which
said
is
that.
still stricken by a Jirahani cruiser.
It's brute, and I'm not bald. Obviously. I'm looking at Scaboodle. Alright, dude. I'm not gonna say these words, these next words, lightly. This mod, sex penis. Is it green to the Jackrabbit? Clean! Oh, can you imagine with the full sounds? Look at that suspension. God damn. God damn! This thing is so nice, dude. I remember my mind was so blown when you first did it. Oh, the HUD, too. Holy shit. Oh, no, wait. That's the... Okay, I was like, custom HUD? Technically, it's sort of custom. This is so nice, dude. I love the Jackrabbit. Underrated vehicle. Show us the Mega Man does gameplay? I got you. I almost forgot about it. This map looks so nice. What the fuck, dude? I really like this map. It's really, really pretty. It looks super good. It's like Halo Skyrim. Oh! Oh my god, he's fucking enormous in that seat. Seeing a Spartan in the Jackrabbit, dude. He's so tall. He's fucking huge. Like a bodybuilder driving one of those, like a Vespa. Halo Wars Blood Gulch map with a ton of trees. It looks really good. Alright. 4 victims. The Mega Mantis. I landed. Beautiful. The anti-Scarab machine is mainly what this is. Got a nice honk to it, that it does. Anytime it takes damage and its shield recharges, it'll do a little honk. I think it looks much cooler from the front, personally. Step on stuff. Oh, I missed. No! I'm gonna do a sick turn in here. Hold on. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Or this time. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna back up a little bit. I'm just gonna. Alright, this is the perfect distance away. It's flawless, flawless. Here we go. I lied. I'm gonna cry now. Oh god, no aim. No wonder he pissed on his cat. That's not true. Okay, first of all. Yeah! WWE Raw! That was dope. I'm in danger. Guess I'll fucking die. Okay, I definitely need a HUD reticle for this thing. It is in dire need of a HUD reticle. There is no doubt about that. I just get the plasma turret set up so I can get the stupid HUD thingy working, because it's supposed to have like a battery meter, and the battery meter do not be working currently. So we need that working ASAP. We're gonna open two weapons. We're gonna open first the plasma cannon, right here. Okay, what is this? Plasma cannon, weapons, what? No, I'm not worried about that. So we need to see, does it use like a battery meter under? Okay, magazines. No, wait, it's. So it's a heat meter, but not a battery meter. Huh. Whatever. Why does it have... The plasma cannon shoots bullets? It has a fixed number of bullets? I thought I had a percentage. Okay, let me try this. Magazine. And then I'll put it on to our gun. The Light of Judgement. And we'll see what this does. Make the super carrier, the new glassing beam, and make the beam maximum, or... No. I'll save that for another mod. Okay, so that does count as, like, a beam. Round total initial, 400. 1, 1, 1. If I put it as 1, why does it show in all red? It must be a HUD thing. All right, I'm gonna yoink the HUD, the plasma turret HUD. Get yoinked. And then, oh, you know what? I bet I could rip the weapon icon for this from Reach. I bet Reach has one. That'd be really nice. Anyway, we got tags, object, weapon, target laser, chud, target, or no, Light of Judgement. Nice. Nice, dude, nice. Oh, sorry, something funny just showed. Dude, why is this tweet popping off so hard? What is happening, bro? What was that? 20k likes. W. If only everybody who liked that tweet tuned into the stream. That would be sick. Alright, we gotta check out the HUD here. I gotta look at the little meter, because the meter on it's all red, even though it has ammo. So, look at the meter. Let's see here. Weapon ammo loaded. Correct. Okay, so this is 1. 400 should be 1. Okay, look at that. Now the meter's blue. So now, if I edit the weapon so that it runs out of ammo, does that work? Let's try that again. Let's see if this works. I have a variant where that says phantoms down the map. That could work in campaign, but not multiplayer. Holy glassing bling, bless me with thy lights. I got you. Oh, I ran out of ammo on the primary. Oops! Oh, wait, this is... No, I don't want to do it here. Whoops. You generated blah, blah. And then for this, new triggers primary. No, magazine is set to primary. I'm going to duplicate for secondary, primary. Okay, so it's reading the secondary. I needed to read secondary. Weapon ammo loaded. Is there not a secondary weapon ammo loaded? Wait, weapon battery. Wait, why don't I just do that? Weapon battery. And then delete the magazines. That should work, right? Why does it say 0? Oh, right, because the text is going to be tied to ammo loaded. Text simple, weapon ammo loaded, weapon battery. Save that. Dude, look at me editing HUDs. Halo 4 could never. Green Knight slams his desk in frustration. Like, fuck! Friggin' dope. I love steam particles. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Also, I think you're way back in time and you're not going to hear me say this for a while because YouTube buffering is crazy. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't know. Okay, firing effects. What was I doing again? We're doing the battery, the HUD. Where's my... Give me a big gun. Okay, it says 100. And then... Oh, right. And then we're going to go to the secondary barrel. And we're going to make it so it actually takes up... It does full heat. It gets hot. All right, let's see. Does it run out of ammo when I fire it once and show it on the HUD? So top right says 100. We fire. And it's 0! Huge. Responsive HUD. W. Please help. Ah! I died. Modded Gamer, thanks for the 420, dude!
Gonna play the new update for Repo tonight with the bot knight and the rest of our crew. It gonna be pretty fun and I'm gonna blow up green with a grenade because it do be funny.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I would actually join you guys if I wasn't going out. I've been dying to play Repo lately. I knew that the new update was out. I've been seeing people playing it and I'm hungering for it. I wish for it. But yeah, I'm going out tonight, so I'm not gonna be able to play, but I'll join you guys on another night. That'd be fun. Alright, we need a HUD reticle. We need a whole HUD setup for this. What should it look like? I'm going to look at the Halo Reach target designator and get inspiration. My Google Chrome. Halo Reach target designator. Alright, what does the HUD look like for that? I can't see a HUD for it. Please provide me an HD screenshot. Halo 4 has one. And it's pretty boring, to be honest. I want to do like a cool animated HUD for this thing. If you're going out, yes, actually, Hunter, I am going out. It'll take 10 to 20 seconds. I don't know what you're on about. I'm just schizophrenic. I'm insane. Joe, thanks for the 2!
He's been open sound bed and play bass boosted audio the whole session.
That does sound like something Green would do. Yeah. You're just going to be walking by and you're going to hear Goku going, "Yeah!" like super fucking loud, like bass boosted. You've actually touched grass. Yeah, that's right. I touch grass. I'm a functioning member of society. Would not say a high functioning member of society, but a member of society nonetheless. Be scared. I was talking about Bog Gamer? Oh, fair. Gross, he has a social life? Yeah. Not to brag, but I know other human beings, and I talk to them. Kind of a big deal. This is pretty sick, actually. It's kind of awesome. Alright, how the fuck do I want to design this? Because all the target locators look pretty dumb. And I don't really... I think I want to have, like, a center circle. You know what? It's Photoshop time. We're Photoshopping. Hold on. We're making a new 1K by 1K Photoshop document, and we are documenting. We're going to make a black background here. A new white upper layer. Hard brush. No smoothing on. Alright, so here's my thought, right? It's going to be like... We're going to have like a little circle at the middle. And then on the side, maybe we could have like 2 little arrows, right? Like a far off to the sides like this. And then they could like go inwards. That doesn't really feel target designated, right? Talca, thank you for the 2! Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I don't know if you meant to send a message, but thank you for the support regardless. Do they talk back? They better not if they know what's good for them. That's just too simple, to be honest. Let's put a message. I don't know if Talca meant to put a message on it, don't I? Your only viewer? Yeah. It's one more viewer than you have. Okay, this seems kind of basic. I feel like I could do better. Like, I don't dislike it, but I feel like something more interesting could happen. Maybe if I had like a little... I just like a butthole. I don't know. The Covenant arrows are cool, vibey. What if I did like a 3D effect on the HUD? Right, where there's like concentric 3D rings, maybe like on the upper part of the HUD. That could be cool. The 3D effect that I accidentally discovered might be neat. Okay, I've got to get ready for the super cool party. Have a good rest of your stream or whatever. Yeah, I bet you're going to have so much fun. I bet you're going to have a great time. Have fun. Have a great time. Oh yeah, it's actually getting pretty late. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours? I got to end soon. But I want to give this whole HUD thing a good old try. I think here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do like a little sniper reticle in the center. A little circle. 2 arrows that slowly go toward the center as it charges. And then, hear me out, 3D rings, mimicking the rings up top as you aim. I think that would be kind of cool. That would be pretty freaking neat. Oh, wait, hold on. What if arrows come in, but also there's rings around it that shrink like that, like... You have like the main circle right here, right? Like that. And then you have like, or not, it's not like, it's like that, like almost like a sniper. And then there's like a ring, there's like a series of rings around it. And as you charge it, they like slowly shrink inwards. That would be cool. And then the arrows also like push in from the sides. Makes me think of donuts. I ain't got them. Dang, that freaking sucks, dude. You should get some. Okay, yeah, I like this. This is good. All right, we're gonna do a circle like this for the main HUD reticle. Let's paint that white. We're gonna move that to the center, like that. We're gonna select that. Now we're gonna do another circle selection. Shit. We're gonna do like that, maybe. Yeah, like that. That should be good. Move that to the center, select pixels. We'll delete it from there. So now we have a circle like this. That might be too thin, honestly, but... I'm like, is that too thin? Yeah, I think it's a bit too thin. Make it a little bit smaller. Like that. Okay, that's a good circle for the tiny center HUD reticle. I like it. All right, let me save this really quickly. So here's how I'm going to do this. This one is, we're going to do an alpha channel really quick. I'm going to select these pixels. We're going to make a new alpha channel. And I'm going to paste these white. So that's going to be our main center HUD reticle. I'm going to save that really quickly to a file called Light Reticle Center. All right, so there's that. Then for the arrows, I want to have fancy little arrows on the side. So I'm going to draw some arrows really quickly. We'll go like boom, 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 boom. There's a new selection. We'll go grab that. Then we'll go like that. Transform. That is not what I meant to do. Grab, edit, transform, flip vertical. We'll merge these two together. Bring it up 1 pixel and merge. Maybe we could shrink it just a little bit like that. Looks good. I lied. I kind of... I meant for it to be more like that. That's better. Gyarados! Thank you for the 2. How much a brute bench pressing? Dude, I bet a brute could bench press like a ton. Like a literal ton. That would be like nothing for him. That'd be easy. Alright, we're gonna take that, center it. Select those pixels, hide that. I'm gonna go to the alpha channel, delete everything. Select these. And then we're going to do a gray at like roughly here, I would say would be good. Maybe like there. Paste it in there. Whoops. On the alpha channel. All right, so that is white, isn't it? Or is that gray? Yeah, that's gray. Do that. Boom. So that's actually going to be slightly transparent because we made it gray on the alpha channel rather than all white. So that's going to be light reticle arrow. So there's another part of our HUD right there. And then last, I need to make a series of concentric rings, like thin, large rings that I can scale pretty comfortably. So we're going to give that a try. So we're going to use this ring here as reference. And then I'm just going to make like a really big ring like this. And I do need it to be all white. We're going to put it in the center. And to make it thin, not too thin necessarily, but thin nonetheless, we're going to go like that, I'd say. Boom. We'll center that, and then we'll do select pixels. You can see there's only like a thin ring around it left. We cut that out of there, and then we have this really large, thin circular ring. I honestly don't know how good this is going to look, but I want to give it a go. So we'll take this. Let's clear out our alpha channel. We're going to go ahead and select the pixels here, and I'm going to make these like pretty dang transparent. So like less than 50% opacity on the screen, like that. Hide that, and we're going to save this out to light reticle circles. All right, so now we have all 3 of these. I'm going to go ahead and do not support high target laser. Instead, we're going to do multiplayer Cov. What is it called? Cov power module / bitmaps / HUD? No, I think it's just HUD. There we go. Okay, so now we have all those textures in. Now we can do the actual HUD, now that we have those textures existing. So we're going to go all the way up to our crosshair here. And so this is what our crosshair looks like in-game right now. Why is that? This is what our crosshair... It's just a little plasma reticle-y thingy. You know, nothing too crazy. So we're going to fix that, obviously. So there's flame crosshair. I guess they use the flamethrower as the basis for this. That's funny. They still have the flamethrower name in here. We're going to swap out the crosshair from the default HUD reticles, or HUD vehicle reticles. It's going to be sequence 0 because we're not actually going to be using a giant texture with different parts. Instead, we're going to go tags, objects, weapons, multiplayer, bitmaps, and we're going to go to the HUD, and we're going to use the center bitmap. It's probably going to be enormous on the screen right now. Yeah, that's fucking huge. So what we're going to do is just scale it down to like 0.1, probably. Let's see if that looks any better. That's better. That's better. I think that's a decent size. It might be a little too thick. I might actually shrink it, but that's not bad. So then what we want to do is actually make a, let's just do crosshair for that name. We're going to duplicate this bitmap here. Make sure, does this turn red when I point it? Oh, it does not. That's probably fine. Oh, no, it does. Okay, we're good. So then what we're going to do is we are going to earn their mongrel hides. Maybe I will. Maybe I freaking will. Duplicate crosshair, and then we're going to do arrow. Can I do multiple on this? We'll do arrow left. Yeah, we'll do arrow left, and then we're going to swap the texture from that to the arrow texture. And we're going to give it a custom offset here. And I'm going to do the origin offset. I'm going to do X100 and see what that looks like. Okay, wrong direction, but progress. Oh, wait, can I do rotation offsets? Or is that animation only? Anchor, blah, blah, crosshair. Which, oh, and I can do the scale to flip it. Okay, so yeah, we have a little arrow there. That's good. And I'm going to actually create an animation for this arrow. So we're going to add an animation data, and under, I think it's active, we're going to do, what is it? We have auto aim and 0. I'm going to do external input B as, where's weapon charging? Blocking, arming, debug, shield amount, weapon heat, shield, I know it's in here. Weapon charge right there. So our input B is going to be what we use for this. So external 2 there. Shouldn't change anything yet, so we're still good. And then with that, we can now create an animation for this. So we need an animation, a very simple one. We're going to go to tags, UI, to the HUD area here, under animations, and let's find something pretty simple. Laser charge. I think laser charge is actually a good one because that has like a rotation thing going on. So we're going to go to our HUD here. Module. Whatever. I'll just put it under C HUD here. Everything's already split up and messy anyway. I don't care anymore. Further animations. This will be what the fuck? Press F1 and open Microsoft Edge. So laser charge is going to be switching to arrow in. We'll open that. And basically all we're going to do here is move it, right? So this has rotation keyframes. We're just going to get rid of that. We're going to instead do a position. Dishonored American, 26 months. Thank you so much, dude. It's a gun gun. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am gaming right now. If it were not for Green's Council, I would have glassed your entire huge grass. No. Stop. Don't do that. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh, right, I didn't put a keyframe time offset. How long is 4 seconds in milliseconds? That was 30. Is it 100 milliseconds? Yeah, so it would be 400 milliseconds. I lied. I don't think it's... Is it 4,000 milliseconds? No, that doesn't seem right. Well, right now, anyway, the animation is going to be at... It's 1 second for charge, so like 1,000 milliseconds. Yeah. So we'll just say 1,000 milliseconds. That's fine. Okay, cool. But I'm going to have to rename this real quick. This is going to be arrow left in. And I'm going to copy it and do arrow right in. Oops, arrow left in. All right, so we have that. Now, the way that we can make this work for the next arrow is super easy. We literally just duplicate arrow left, call it arrow right, and then we flip the X scale to be negative, I believe, and then change its offset to be positive, and that should completely flip it to the other side of the screen and give us an identical flipped arrow. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we can give the other arrow here, instead of moving it in, we can do an arrow right in animation. And now when I start to charge it, the arrows... What? Oh, right. I should probably actually change it. So, positive 50. What is it doing? I need you to work. About 500. Negative 500. Why is it multiplied by 10 now? Just because you know what, whatever. If it works, it works. So now we have arrows that move inwards. But that's not the fun part. The fun part is the circles. I fucking love circles, dude. Shout out circles. Alright, so for this, we're going to do at least one big circle. So I'm going to go circle 0, 1. And I'm just going to set everything to like 0.1 because these are going to be enormous. And we're going to make it centered around the main crosshair. A molten hellscape version of Huge Grass would be kind of hardcore. Why not just do like a desert and then call it Extinction and make it a completely different map? That's way better. Hear me out. Who's got a geometry boner? I fucking love geometry. I failed it in high school, but, you know, as an adult, I like it. Alright, circle 0, 1, shrink. Alright, so let's give this a try. So basically for this circle, let's see it in game. Alright, so we have a ring around it. Now it's moving over to the side really fast, but what we're going to do is instead of moving it, like we were moving the little arrows around, instead we're going to have a scaling keyframe. So at 0, it's going to do nothing. Scale is just going to be 1. Actually, does that? Okay, that's fine. And then on our second keyframe at 1000 milliseconds, our scale is going to go to like 0.1. We'll have to see if that actually works. I'm going to say 0.2. Only extinction can be finished. Green would probably rip out my lungs and several other organs if I tried to work on another Halo 3 mod. At some point after, just clicked, yeah. I learn at like my own pace, sadly. That's okay. Maybe I should make the arrows like rotate instead. Might be kind of cool if the arrows rotated. It's like a circle shrink, and if the arrows rotated around, that would be kind of cool. The tweet is ridiculous. Should there be 4 arrows that come together like the 4 lasers? You know what? That's actually kind of a banging idea, I'm not gonna lie. We could do that. We could do that. And you know what? I can do it actually with animations. Watch in awe. As with this animation, I add a single rotation keyframe that does nothing except roll 45 degrees. That did not do what I meant. That did a 3-dimensional roll. Let's try yaw 45 degrees. It rolled! But I do have to reposition it. That's kind of shitty. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're so cute, Mush. You're so cute. I think that maybe the shrinking rings idea, I don't necessarily love. I might do, like, rings that have, like, lines in them and have them rotate, and then, like, these things can, like, go inwards. You know? That might be the move. Show Mush. Here's Mush. Here's Mush. Look at Mr. Mush. You're so cute. There you go, Mush. You're so cute, buddy. So handsome. He's a very handsome boy. Got a big skunk tail. Mush. Look, Mush. You're so cute. Mushy. Mushmallow, yeah. Mushy, mushy man, look at the mush. I love you, Mush. Big man, big powerful mushy man. Look at this Mush. He's so cute. mush, handsome man. You're so cool. Alright, he's leaving. No, he's looking for love. Such a happy cat. Look at this guy. He loves to love. What a gamer! Thank you for the 420!
Where is Weasel Baldman, the true mascot of the stream?
Modded Gamer, I have bad news for you. I don't think you got the memo. I had to sadly rehome Weasel because she was an evil cat. It was very sad. Very, very sad. Wait, is this the right one? Not Weasel? I know, dude. I loved Weasel very, very much, but she became evil. And over time, I'm very sad about it, but basically she wait, I could just rotate the other way. It came to the point where she started attacking the other cats regularly, and we had to put her in a gate in my space, which is not like the end of the world by any means, but what that meant was that she injured the other cats anytime she got out, and we actually had to take them to the vet multiple times, and we tried everything, every possible known thing on the market, and sadly she just couldn't play nice at all, no matter what we did. It was very sad. I miss her, but such is life. Okay, I like this HUD idea. I think having the 4 quadrants is a cool ass idea. Good suggestion. Weasel got that spirit of a warrior, also known as being an asshole. Yeah, she definitely had a spirit of a warrior thing going on.
The spirit of Weasel will live on through memes.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much for the 3. I appreciate it. She will continue to forever stay in the ODST drop pod. That ain't changing, all right? I don't care what anybody says. Like, oh, put this in the drop pod. Put that. Nope, it's Weasel. Okay, the shrinking 4 arrows is going to be good. It's kind of funny looking lopsided like that, but we're going to do the other arrows here as well, so... Fuck, I closed the HUD. I didn't mean to do that. Nice reticle. We're cooking here. We're cooking. I'm going to get rid of the thin circle. I don't like it. I'm going to switch it out for something that rotates. Now you need 2 more cats to complete your crazy cat lady starter kit. Not to worry. I have 3 cats. You haven't seen Boopy, I think, on stream yet. I think maybe he came on stream once. He's kind of shy. He doesn't like coming in here that much. He still views my office here as like Weasel's space because she guarded it so diligently that even though she's been gone for months, Boopy, his name is Bloopert. He's a beautiful cat. I love him. He loves me. We have a very good relationship. Shalu, I don't know where he is right now. We have Peppy here. Pepita. We have Mushy and Bloopert. I don't know where Bloopert is, though. He's usually chilling. Boopy is the new name? Yeah, show the blue. I don't know what he's... Boopy, a.k.a. Bloopert, he is basically mush, but he is brown with Siamese coloring. He's very cute. He has a wheel that he loves to run on, and it's so adorable. I fucking love it so much. Okay, I'm gonna big brain this. For the arrow right, it's actually going to use the arrow left. I'm going to do the arrow right in. Do arrow. I'm going to try big braining this. Arrow right in. Pepita, Mushy, Bloopert. A fine trio, indeed. Indeed, they are rather fantastic. 45 to 90? 90, no, 45 offset. 45 makes 90, then 135 will be the offset I'm looking for. That's good. And then we just need a positive value. We'll go 75, 75 for that top right, right? So close. There we go. He breastfeeds them? What? Oh! Just saw your tweet. This is awesome. Yeah, we're working on it right now. It already looks even fancier. Check this out. It's coming in. I'm polishing up all the effects right now, making sure it works. Yeah, the tweet's doing numbers today. That is a lot. We're working on the HUD at the moment, trying to give it a fancy HUD so that when you fire it, it has like a cool little animation on your screen that like feels impressive and impactful. We also changed the color. Now it's got purple glow, which I think looks cooler personally. But yeah, the HUD is cooking. We're cooking here. So we got one more arrow to put down. This will be arrow right top, and then we'll duplicate this one. Do arrow right bottom. The exit sound lasts too long? It does. I need a custom exit sound that is very similar but cut. I might just take the actual existing entrance sound and then just do the exit sound and then fade it out quickly. But that might sound lame, so I'll experiment with it. I might do the exit sound, fade it, and then add a reverb and see how that sounds. It might be kind of awful, but we'll see. All right, so it's going to be 75. Arrow right in. Arrow right bottom, and then this should be nearly the same, but then it'll be, we're at 135 degrees, and I need to do 90 degrees off of that, so that's what, 215? No, wait, 135, yeah, so 225 should be it, I think, for the rotation. I have never used that number, but yeah, 225 should hopefully work. There we go, look at all four of those. They all come in as you charge, just like the thing that you're actually firing, which is pretty cool. And then obviously this will take 4 seconds to charge. In fact, I should change it back to 4-second charge real fast. That way, I'm not like accidentally triggering it over and over, because right now it's at 1 second to charge. So we'll change the effect to take 4 seconds, and then the charge time up here to 4 seconds. There we go. This is the actual charge time in game, so when you fire it, it's like this. And then, you know, if I keep going, it does its thing. And then what I want to do is the center reticle. Right now it's just a plain circle that's shrinking. I think what I want to do instead is have like a Covenant style design that spins like around, and then maybe shrinks a little bit as well. So we need to come up with a quick design in Photoshop for that. That seems cool. I'm thinking something that's like a circle like this, but has like spikes in it, or like arrows in it. Something Covenant-y, or maybe it has like cuts into it, perhaps. Maybe like a circle with shapes missing. I think that'd be cool. Let me draw on it. I'm gonna do some tests. Just draw over it. So maybe like that kind of a thing. That feels too like UNSC. Ande, thank you.
Fabulous hair.
Thank you.
Second, very cool. Isn't glassing beam supposed to be on par with nukes when it comes to destructive power?
Yes, this one is coming from a modified Corvette though that has a mini glassing beam basically. I mean, it's still massive, absolutely massive. Xbox logo. I could try something like. Thank you for the 2. And you're right, my hair is fabulous. So true, but. This is still extremely destructive. Like, very, very destructive. The map is just enormous, so you can't really tell just how massive and destructive it is. I could make it continue to EMP stuff throughout the actual glassing itself, but I just have it for gameplay reasons. It just EMPs upon approach. So, like... Modded Gamer! Thank you for the 69. Nice.
First ball.
No.
Second ball.
No.
Third Halo 4.
I mean, with mods, Halo, yeah, all right. You got me on the last one. Halo 4 is pretty sick, especially with the mod that Green and I are doing. But otherwise, not epic. No. I'm fucked. Everything's EMP'd! Goodbye, bro. Everything fucking died. Will you be able to armor lock this? Halo 3 does not have armor lock, so no. And Reach? Maybe? Probably. But we ain't in Reach, alright? We're somewhere else today. We're in Halo 3. Should make the bald sound clip a donation. Now, what is the bald sound clip? What does that even mean? Do we have a sound clip for that I'm not aware of? Wait. Do something like that. I don't know. That doesn't feel very Covenant-y. Like, a circle is not that Covenant-y. Wait, I have an idea. I'm going to try something absolutely unbelievable, insane, sicko style. This circle, hear me out, okay? It uses auto aim and weapon charge, okay? What if instead I used camera yaw and pitch? How did I do this on the Wombat? Let me check the Wombat's HUD reticle really quickly. I know I did it, yeah, yaw rotate was the animation. And then on the actual HUD reticle, I think all I did was just have one animate on one axis, then one on the... I forget. But I had it working in full 3D somehow. Just based on yaw. Wait, yeah, this should be easy. Hold up. Oh, I have an idea. But for this, I'm not even going to have it tied to weapon charge because it doesn't even matter. I could just do this, okay? Have it... This is probably going to look stupid and not be cool, but we're going to do camera pitch. Gyarados, thank you for the 5!
With a neutral stance. If you were to just sit, watch and listen to each Halo's main menu screen and music, which one gives the most ga?
Halo 2. Definitely Halo 2. Halo 2 is just like... I don't know, it's vibe as fuck. It's just the music, like the whole vibe to it. Oh, wait. Almost working, hold on. Minus 90 to 90. What about 0 to 90? Maybe 0 to 180? Oh, that's kind of sick. Look at that. It doesn't feel very 3D, though, because... See what I'm kind of going for here? Trying to make it like 3D almost. It's kind of thin and hard to see, though. It would need to have like also a yaw rotation to go along with it, I think. Doesn't really work. It would need to be paired with another thing that gives it like a full 3D effect. Not really worth it. It's kind of mid. Cool in concept, but alright. Gyarados, thank you for a 5!
Halo 3 for me personally, but very strong argument for 2. But C I think is heavily slept on with the OG Halo theme and the ring on the screen.
That's true. I feel like OG Halo 1, especially that soundtrack, is so good. But for me, Halo 2 just brings feels. I don't know. It's got the feels to it. Halo 3 ODST. Halo 3 ODST is good. But I think, for me, like, the Halo soundtracks really just bring back a memory of a time. I think is what's so powerful about them. They really just give you, like... It puts you back at that point in time. I have an idea. What if I have a shape like this? Hear me out, hear me out. Are you hearing me out? Continue to hear me out. What if I do like this, right? And then I had it like the ring just kind of spin with these little diamonds in it. Huh? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe like this, actually. That could be cool. I'll try that. Use the rounded triangle? The rounded triangle. Rounded triangle. What's the rounded triangle? Are you talking like... I'm gonna try this. We're gonna do all of these, merge it into a layer, select, or wait, delete all this. Actually, let me grab that color. Delete all that. Select this. Put that. Alright, we're gonna save that out. This might be just boring because it's more of the same shit that I've been doing, but could be cool. Try 180. Full 180-degree rotation, and the external 2, instead of being camera pitch like we had it, we're gonna just bring it back to weapon charge. Weapon charge, alright. Let it reload. And so now when I fire, okay, wrong rotation axis. Pause, hang on. Do a yaw rotation of 180, which should just spin it around. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I don't like the part poking out. It looks kind of bad. What if we do this, and then I delete the top part? Just erase. Maybe like that? It uses rounded triangles. I'm not sure what you mean by rounded triangles exactly. Rounded tips? I can't recall that off the top of my head being a thing. I kind of like this. Maybe I should rotate it 45 degrees by default. And then 45, and then what's 180 plus 45? That would be like 115? No, it's 135. Oh, 225. So now you kind of have this X reticle, and then they shrink, and it starts spinning. That's okay. I don't like that it's a solid circle though. I might make some cuts into it. Might do that. Let me make like a cross shape. Like that. A large cross. Duplicate it. Rotate it. Oh, that wasn't good enough rotation. I'm gonna fuck with that. Look at the focus rifle reticle. I don't remember what it looks like off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, it's like the triangle with like the... It's kind of rounded. It's not quite... Yeah, that's not bad. I feel like that might be nice. Let me try. We'll do like a... Do another layer here. Grab that to about here. Oh, that does look a bit more Covenant-y. Although I think I made the shape unbalanced. The triangle on that also lines up as it fires. Yeah. Why isn't that? That should be even, but it's not. Oh, you know what? Duh. I can just say fuck all that. And just do the halfway. And then merge it to get it perfectly symmetrical. Boom! Easy. Grab it. Transform. Flip it vertical. Line it up. Easy. Easy. What? Why is my circle not symmetrical? What's happening? Why? What? Huh? Okay, well, let me merge these. Let me merge these, and then center it there. Oh, I see. I see. That's nice. It adds like a rotundness. It's pretty cool, I guess. Okay, that's even, I think. And then if I duplicate these, that does look more interesting. That's why I do a HUD graphics and a vector program. Yeah, I'm doing this like a super cursed way. I will fully admit to that. It's like got a slight bulbousness that makes it more visually interesting in my eyes. Alright, so I'm going to merge all of these. And then I'm going to select, I'm going to merge these as well. I'm going to select these. This is all destructive. All destructive, which is absolutely killing me. But whatever. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes the way it do be like that. Think about that, alright? Anyway, let's save this. Let's see if this looks cooler. It's not perfect, but it's definitely cooler. Yeah, I like that a bit more. Nice, dude. Nice, that's sick. That's so sick. The HUD reticle's not perfect. I think I'll probably end up tweaking that and cleaning it up and making it a little better. Feels like something's like slightly off about it. Make a reticle that's a closed fist but raises a middle finger. Okay, that'd be funny. How about the circle closes in as it charges? I suppose, yeah, that's doable. I would have to split them into 4 different things and like slowly move them toward the center, but it is doable. I would have to redesign the element overall, but keep the same general like shape and vibe to it. The old days of customization, people modding the OG Xbox is playing with Xbox Connect because Xbox Live wasn't a thing yet. The reticle you made gives OG Assault Rifle vibes. It does a little bit. I was thinking about that. I mean, to be fair, the OG Assault Rifle is literally just the SMG reticle in Halo 3. So if you hold an SMG, you know, you've got the OG reticle, which is kind of fun. Everyone's dead. Let's go! No! It's coming back just for a second run. It's just, it just wanted to stay and hang out. That's all. He's gonna go back and then he's gonna leave. There he goes. Technically, it's a half-patched bug. I'm not sure really why it happened that time, but I guess sometimes it just does not take enough damage. It'd be like that sometimes. And I love this weapon. Alright, we're at like 2.5 hours. I'm actually way over how long I was going to stream today. It's supposed to be a short stream because I'm going out tonight. So I'm going to end things here. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the progress on this. It's really close to being done. This thing is really, really close. I'm going to try 100% patching the bug, making the HUD look better. We got to make a little custom at the top right, the little icon for it. But yeah, I'm sorry for the short stream today, you guys. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who supported with tips and super chats. As always, you guys allow me to keep doing what I do as a content creator, so thank you very much for the support. Love and appreciate you guys. You're a great community. You're hilarious and fun to hang out with, so thank you for being here. One more big boom. That's so fun to see. I love this little wind-up animation. It's cool. Nice. Polish, dude. Polish. We'll get this fully working very soon. Thank you guys so much for being here again. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, streaming at around 6 p.m. Central. So be there, be square. Join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and whatnot. Subscribe, notification bell. You guys know the drill. 99.9% of you guys aren't subscribed, so subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys again for an amazing stream. I really appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Goodbye. Join the Discord. Goodbye. Bye.